idea how fast a car can get full of junk until you become a parent. Now, I wasn't admittedly great about this before I started having kids. I'd clean out my car whenever I thought about it, or before a date or something like that. But since having kids, well, my goodness. You see, last Thursday we cleaned out the car, and one road trip, and less than 1 week later, it's time to clean it out again. Now, whenever I say clean out a car, let me be clear. We kind of have this routine. The kids are all involved. They're all helping. We get wagons. We carry in wagon load after wagon load. It's kind of funny. Kids are really good about taking stuff to the van, but they're not really good about taking stuff from the van to the house. And so slowly but surely, the van just fills up with stuff. What kind of stuff? I mean, old food, toys, books, clothes, some dirty, some clean, who knows? We gotta more than weekly stop what we're doing and clean out the van, carry all the stuff back into the house. It's kind of funny, the stuff that we decide to carry with us in life. Sometimes they're called burdens. Sometimes it's called junk. If you go back a few weeks, you remember the Bible calls it shahat. Life is full of shahat. But we become collectors of this unnecessary junk. A bad relationship, just hang on to it. Dishonesty leads to more dishonesty. It's pretty crazy too how that baggage or that burden, the thing that we pick up along the way, kind of leads to another, kind of snowballs, picks up friends until we're weighed down by it. We can't do anything. Reminds me of the story Pilgrim's Progress by John Bunyan. It follows this story of a man named Christian as he goes through his life, and he starts off his journey in this book with a heavy burden, a big pack weighing him down. He's weighed down by this enormous baggage on his back of all the things he's done and regretted and things like that. But it's so normal. It's all he's ever known. And at one point in the book, it talks about him traveling up this hill with walls on either side, and the walls are called salvation. He makes it to this cross, and beside the cross on the ground, there's a hole, a sepulcher, and he falls down on his knees, and when he does that, the weight, the burden falls from his back and rolls to the ground, and then rolls down into this hole, never to be seen again. And I really need to read you the passage. I think John Bunyan does such a great job with it. It says, "Then was Christian glad and lightsome, and said with a merry heart, He hath given me rest by his sorrow, and life by his death. Then he stood still a while to look and wonder, for it was very surprising to him that the sight of the cross should thus ease him of his burden. And he looked, therefore, and he looked again, even till the springs that were in his head sent the waters down his cheeks." See, God's design was never for us to have to carry these burdens, and we pick up we pick up this baggage or these packages or these burdens by living our life opposite of the way he wants us to live it. He wants us to be people of love, and when we hate, we pick up baggage. He wants us to be people of forgiveness, and when we hold grudges, we pick up this baggage. He wants us to be people of truth, and when we tell lies, we pick up this baggage, and when we end up having to tell more lies to cover that baggage, and that picks up more baggage. He wants us to be people of commitment, and when we fail to follow through, we pick up baggage. All this baggage. We're good at carrying things from the house to the van, but we're not good at carrying things back from the van to the house. And so he provides a way. He provides the cross, a place for us to go to unburden ourselves. And in that moment, we're given the power to throw off our baggage and enter into a lightsome community, an unburdened group. And it's important for us to not then fill our back full of more baggage. It's easy for us to do. We feel light, like we've been carrying a load and now we're not anymore. And so it's tempting to take on more baggage, but that's not his intent for our life. And that's another reason to live in small group communities, to live with other believers so that we can help each other unburden ourselves, get rid of our load, move stuff from the van back into the house. Speaking of unburdening, we cleaned out the van last Thursday. Less than a week later, Tuesday, they got everything unloaded from it. It's Wednesday now, freshly washed, just in time for me to go to men's group, get back in community with other believers. So find a group, join something, get involved. Hey, if you're carrying around a burden, God wants to relieve that. So reach out, let us know. Get back into community. And live a life that's unburdened. We'll see you guys next time.